Hey everybody, it's time for a new monthly reading, so we're getting into Taurus season really soon. I apologize for this weird setup. My desk, as you can see behind me, is cluttered right now. I'm still in the process of moving stuff around in the apartment and getting things all settled, so that's where we're at right now. Hopefully the quality isn't too grainy. If it is, I really apologize because I'm trying to do my best to really get through this and then go from there. Due to the weird setup, we're going to have to do this in 2 parts probably. So it'll be part 1, which will be just the very generic reading. And then part 2, we'll look at the cards and then go into the extended from there. So what do we have going on the planet-wise? Okay. There's a lot going on right now. We're feeling the end of that Aries energy right now. And then all that self-love is going to get propelled into Taurus season. And now it's like, okay, we know what we want. Now let's put that out. And how do we get that? So we have Venus in Gemini right now. And Venus is in Taurus's 2nd house. And Taurus is ruling planet is Venus. So so that's really interesting there. Pluto goes retrograde next week. We have a new moon next week. It's a pretty heavy new moon. Just protect yourself and others that you're really caring about. And then into mid Taurus season we have Saturn and Venus going in retrograde almost back to back. So there's a lot of planets going into retrograde, and we'll talk more about that. I might just do a video on it, possibly, just to kind of recap what's going on. But Taurus season officially starts in a couple days, a few days, a couple to a few. And I've been craving reading, so I was like, you know what, let's do it. First card out, 4 of Pentacles in reverse. Good. Really good. Things that were holding us back are now lifting and disappearing and really going into a new direction. Like I said, we figured out what was holding us back, and now, in Aries season, we really digested it, looked inside what was holding us back, and now we've pulled that all out, and now we're moving forward. Awesome. Love it. Good start. Followed up with Queen of Wands. Alright, good. If you're dealing with a Sag, these Sagittarius keep popping up. I've seen them pop up in quite a few readings. But if not, I know for a lot of us, Mother's Day is going to be very weird this year for the first time in a long time. So that could be playing with this too. Checking with your mom, make sure she's okay. Make sure everything's good. But this could also be the remnants of the Aries energy pulling out and really, popping in to remind us to, hey, what you learned here, make sure to move that forward. Don't forget the lesson. Queen of Wands could also be, with 4 Pentacles in reverse, it could be a, just like not like a warning, but like, don't lose sight of where you were shooting, your arrows, or where are you going, where are we charging to next, so just that kind of thing. Oh, interesting. The Lovers in the Tower. Interesting. But it's not. It's not interesting because, of course, these pop out. So we have Gemini, and then we have the Tower. So Venus in Gemini, right? We already knew about that. And then the Tower. Uranus is in Taurus right now. So there might be some unexpected love changes happening in Taurus season. And they don't all have to necessarily be bad, even though I know that looks like, destruction and shit. But not necessarily all bad. Basically, things are shifting, right? We have to let things go. Things have to start anew. Just like, over here, we had to let things go, right? We figured out what was holding us back, and now we've moved on. So now, new things, our love life is coming into focus, and where can we restructure things? Also, Saturn here in Aquarius, where can things be restructured? So, interesting. Bottom of the deck, we're going to take that. So Venus also deals with finances as well, and that's also really popping up here. Page of Cups, Wheel of Fortune, Ten of Pentacles. Really good things. If you're dealing with a Pisces, they have some really good ideas flowing right now that could potentially really start to pay off. Like pay off really big. So, yeah, that's really good. If you're not dealing with the Pisces, this, the Page of Cups deals with creativity, and, that's looking at that as well. A lot of aspects are being broken down here and kind of looked at. So creatively, where are you standing? Are you using your full potential to get this, this abundance? Because if not, then that Tower moment's going to happen, and you're going to be looking at this and being like, okay, I get it now. Like I said, there's some restructuring going on here. And with Uranus and Taurus, and then Saturn going retrograde, it's going to be a little bit of a rocky month sometimes, or rocky season, I should say. But, we're going to get through it, and it's going to be fine. It's all going to be wonderful, and it's all going to pay off. Like I said, it might be a little rocky, though. Confusion. Seven of Cups. You might be confused about about certain things. Why are things changing? Or if you're dealing with a Cancer, why did they lie to you? Why did they betray you? Yeah. Cancers are kind of going through it right now a little bit too. Yeah. There's some stuff going on with them. I'm not going to pull that, but, if you're not dealing with the Cancer, what else are you confused about? Well, let's see. I think the confusion kind of stems with Uranus. And the Tauruses are going through it a lot right now, but, of course, it's in their sign. But, bottom of the deck, 8 of Swords, 4 of Swords, oh, here we go, 8 of Cups, it's Fun Companion, 6 of Swords. These two cards have been glued to the hip. No matter how many times I shuffle this deck, these have been glued to the hip. Like, it's crazy. And you're probably thinking, wait, we have to purge more stuff? No. If you're feeling stuck and not resting enough, and you didn't purge in Aries season, yeah, you're going to be a little confused now, because it's going to force you to do it. But if you did do it, let me tell you, big celebrations and blessings are coming. Hard work paying off. It's good. Don't let the confusion get in the way. Uranus is here to shake things up a little bit, but it's all positive, right? Because right after that, we're looking at, Venus is here, Saturn is here. Things are, being changed up a little bit, shaken up just a smidge to keep us on our toes and look at things from a different perspective. And that's what we're really looking at here, is we're looking at things from a different perspective, and that might confuse you because you're looking at things that you're not exactly used to. But then you have 3 of Cups, the Sun, and 10 of Wands, and it's like, no, but look, bigger picture, there's tons of things here that are great and tons of blessings, and things are going to work out. It's all going to be okay. let's look at the end of Taurus season. Yeah. It's all going to be okay. Just take the risk. It's all going to be okay. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Pentacles and Leo, or Strength. The self-worth we built in Aries season will carry over, and we'll have the strength to be able to pull through this last little bit. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. As long as you're paying attention to what you need to do, and you're really looking and dissecting and self-reflecting and purging, and you did all the purging in Aries season, things are going to look good now. If you didn't purge in Aries season and you let those things go, and you held on to them, right? And if you were, with this, you were holding on to them, then you're going to be it's going to come up again. You really do not want it to come up during the Saturn retrograde, which is coming up, like I said, May 11th. So you really don't want it to come up then, because that deals with karma, and you don't want your karma to get all wonky. But it will. It's a double dose of karma, right? Also, Wheel of Fortune, deals with karma, deals with fate, things like that. In terms of money, you want that to be, squared away. In terms of creativity, you want that to be squared away. You want to be able to receive those blessings that are coming. It's required taking a little bit of risk, and the risk is, bottom of the deck, Six of Pentacles. We're gonna pull this too. Actually, how much are you worth? That's the risk. How much are you worth? Because that's what we're looking at here. 3 cards of power, self-worth. What are you worth? And that's kind of the big question that Taurus is going to ask you. What are you worth? And with all the retrogrades going on, yeah, it's going to shake things up. It's going to test your worth. And if you are able to get through it, then great. You get the benefits. You get the rewards, you get the abundance, you get the blessings. But you have to take that risk at the end of the season to really be able to set yourself up for Gemini season. And we'll look more at that when we look at the cards and then move into the extended. What exactly are we looking at? What are the pitfalls here? Is there a potential pitfall there with the Tower, even though it's going to shake things up? How badly is it going to shake things up? The confusion. Don't fall for that trap, right? But how confused, can we possibly be here? Yeah, we'll look at that in the extended. It's gonna be okay. Things are gonna work out. Taurus season looks good, but like I said, it's all about love and worth. So if you're questioning that, or it's been questioned, and it's coming up a lot for a lot of people I know already, is I feel like I'm not worth enough. Well, it's going to come up some more. But it's not necessarily going to be with self, just like how much are you worth to yourself, how much are you worth to others as well. So that's also going to come up and play a part. Alright. Hang in there, guys. I know things are tough. I'm sorry I didn't get all the Aries videos out for people that wanted an Aries reading. I apologize. So I'm doing this Taurus one early. And then I'm going to do the extended probably in a couple days, max. And then we're going to move into the individual readings. And I want to bring those out hopefully within a week. So that's the goal. Alrighty. Hang in there. Stay safe. Stay healthy. All that fun jazz. We're getting through this together. It's going to be okay. Talk soon.